Hey, Timmy, check out what I've just picked up. You're not going to believe this.
At the Australian Reptile Park, Bill has turned up with a most unusual creature for Tim to examine.
What is it? Wow, look at that. Oh, holy moly. Come and have a look at this, ladies. Oh. Do you know what it is? No. It's a little echidna, a puggle. Billy's just come into the office. Tim, come and look at this. It's got a baby echidna. I've worked in zoos 17 years. I've only ever seen one before. You know what these are up here?
That have to be its ears.
They're its ears. So because it's in the dirt, they don't have, an opening, but that just catches like a satellite dish.
Absolutely adorable. It was the sweetest little thing I've ever seen. I don't think I'd ever come across one of those before, and so when I first saw one, amazing.
Are the spines spiky?
Well, have a feel.
A little bit.
Try go the other way.
Oh, you can't.
It was absolutely crazy seeing it. Was like nothing I've ever seen before, like out of this world.
What's the story, Bill?
The machine operator up near Devilark is disturbed, obviously, where Mum's burrow is and found a little baby.
Burrow's destroyed. There's no chance for it to go back.
Oh, it's completely destroyed. So, and Mum's nowhere to be seen, so...
Okay, they've done the right thing. Better than leaving him there. Billy says that it was dug up by a machine, so they've destroyed the nursery burrow. Mum's out somewhere. She comes back at irregular intervals, and this little baby's been exposed. Thankfully, it wasn't crushed. It looks good, a bit thin. Face is all clean, no bruising.
The baby echidna, or puggle, has had a lucky escape, but without its mother to care for it, Tim realises keeping it alive will be extremely difficult.
What do you want to do?
Look, I mean, it needs to be hand-reared. It's about 90 to 100 days old. And remember, this hatches from an egg. Yeah, we're talking a monotremes. So Mum lays an egg, incubates the egg, it hatches, small and pink, and now we're looking at something that's a few months old.
How does it get its mum's milk then?
Well, unbelievably, she has no teat. She has a mammary gland that it pushes its nose against, and the milk comes out like we'd sweat, and it drinks it. And get this, it only eats every 5 to 8 days. Yeah?
Oh, wow.
Look at the tongue.
Oh, so beautiful.
Look at it. The first thing that goes through my mind, it's fun, everyone having a look and the excitement. I'm excited. But there's a realisation that he has to be hand-reared. He's lost Mum, he's on his own now. There's going to be challenges.
So he'll survive without his mum?
Could, as long as there's been no damage to him, or him or her. We're in with a fighting chance. We got to get it to start drinking milk, get it out of this bucket and into a home, and we got a fighting chance just like anything else. I'm thinking of a name already.
What is it?
Well, we don't know if it's a boy or girl for at least a year. But maybe Eddie the echidna, and if it turns into a girl, we'll go Edwina.
Edwina. Could still be Eddie then.
Physically, the puggle looks fine. I can't see any bruising, there's no obvious abrasions. I think he's been very lucky. Pop it on here. You watch its mobility. Watch, it can't walk. It's not ready for that. It's developing now.
He looks like an adorable little baby elephant to me, personally. He just looks a little bit confused. He can't walk properly.
He's wobbly. So if this was out from a burrow now, fox, cat,
Easy.
gone.
So it won't need a pouch?
No, at this age, it's left its mum's pouch and it stays in the burrow. So what I need to do is make somewhere like a burrow that it can bury, keep it at a cool temp where it can just ball up, go into a torpid state between feeds, and let's see how he or she is tracking in a few weeks. We've all had a look, fun and games are over. Now I want to get him set up, settled to the right temperature and start the process of hand rearing. Now what are we going to find you for a home, little mate? Hey? You're meant to be in a burrow, not a bucket. I'm in new territory today. I've read and I've learned all about hand rearing echidnas, but never had to do it. Now this looks good for an echidna. What do you think, mate? Hey, Eddie? What do you think? I found the right enclosure for Eddie. It's ventilated, but it's deep, it's dark. Now I need to make the burrow. He needs dirt, bit of sand, and importantly, it must be dry. You wait here, pal. I'm gonna get you some dirt, some sand, make a nice, deep, cool burrow, and I'll be back in a second. perfect. This dirt's perfect because it's dry. Moisture and humidity can give him a respiratory infection, perhaps pneumonia. So a female echidna, she digs a burrow, and the temperature in that burrow is between 18 and 23 degrees. I'm used to keeping mammals and birds, reptiles at 35 degrees. The challenge is to make an environment that stays cool. This is the perfect start. Dirt, a little bit of sand, and he'll have his home.
If baby Eddie is to survive, Tim needs to get every element of his new home right.
It's my challenge to find the right area that the temperature will stay beneath 23 degrees. That's not easy. Then I've got to have dirt that's dry, that he can dig in. I'll perhaps place a towel on top so he feels secure and just try and get him comfortable. How you going, little man? Got you a home. Hey, Kyle.
Yeah, what's up, Tim?
Come and have a look at this. We've got a home for someone. Dry dirt, it's a burrow. Got to be kept at 20 degrees.
What is it?
Something you won't have seen.
Oh my God, what is that?
This is Eddie the echidna.
No way.
Kyle walks past and I give him a yell. I know that he hasn't seen a puggle before, and when he does, he's blown away.
This is amazing.
Now, see these? This is his ears.
Is it?
You see all the features on these that you wouldn't see on a big prickly adult.
No, seen plenty of adults, but never seen anything like this. Didn't think in my lifetime I would see a baby echidna. To see one at that size, there's no words to explain it.
The critically important thing for its survival is that this burrow is like the wild.
To ensure Eddie doesn't overheat,
so much different
Tim will
to
use a
kangaroo
thermometer
or
to
wallaby.
monitor the pug's new home.
So I'll put one probe in the dirt. I'll put one probe in here. Hey, you see, we're already sitting at about 23 degrees. So I have to find somewhere that can get that down to 21.
As well as temperature, Tim will need to keep a watchful eye on Eddie's weight.
Can you pop him in there, please?
Yep. Just straight down?
Yep, straight in.
Hey, buddy.
Okay, we're at 550 grams. Weighing all of our animals, especially orphan wildlife, is critically important. Today, Eddie's weight will set a benchmark. I'll now monitor against that. I don't want him to lose weight. Needs to go up. Let's pop him in there.
But temperature remains the critical factor.
Do you think he'll burrow straight down if you put it in, or try to?
I think that he'll probably burrow down a bit, but today's warm, so I don't think he'll necessarily go down in the dirt. He'll try and stay cool. I'm happy with the enclosure. The thermometer's working, the dirt's good, he can burrow in it, but now I want to see if he'll feed. Okay, I'm going to get that kangaroo food. Can you do me a favour, please grab a container, syringe, 3 mil, a fork, and about 100 ml of hot water.
100 ml hot water.
Thank you. The milk that I'm using is an artificial product that's made for marsupials. It's really important, if you find wildlife, do not give them cow's milk. They can't process it. There are the right type products, and I've got it. So the process here is the same as a wallaby, wombat, possum. It's when I go to feed him that it changes, because there's no bottle, there's no teat, there's no syringe, it's into the palm of the hand. The thing with echidna milk, it's a lot higher in fat. A kangaroo might feed 4 to 6 times a day. Eddie will feed every 3 to 5 to 8 days. So the fat content has to be a lot bigger for him to be able to grow. It's going to be a challenge to get him to eat. But the bigger challenge right now is that thermometer's still at 23 and 22 degrees. The biggest challenge is to get that down. I've got one place in mind in this whole park where I might be able to do that, and I'm going to go there.
All right, good luck with it, Tim.
Thanks, mate. I'll let you know if he feeds. There you go, mate.
Tim has brought Eddie the baby echidna to stay in his office, where it's cool enough to give the rescued puggle a good chance at survival.
You're out and about. I hope that means you're hungry, buddy.
Tim is also anxious to get the little puggle feeding.
Your belly does look thin. This is a crucial stage for Eddie. I don't know if Mum fed him 2 days ago or 8 days ago. And I'm told it's like the flick of a light switch. Either they want to eat or they don't. I hope he does, because it would make me feel better. Now, this is going to be a little different to what you're used to. Here you go, mate. That's the way. Put that tongue out. Echidnas drink from their mum's mammary gland or the skin around, they push against it like this with their beak. And that stimulates the production of milk. And then they lick it up. Hopefully, Eddie plays ball and starts to drink. Oops, drinking. Well done, mate. Look at the tongue. I have never, ever, ever seen that. See him nosing at it, pushing down. That's just amazing. He mustn't have been fed for a little while because the reaction here, first feed, he's hungry. Keep going, pal, that's better. Now I can give you some more. I could have accepted if he didn't drink today and thought, well, I'll try again tomorrow, but the fact that he has means we're moving forward. Yeah, mate, more? I can't keep up with you. Hello, mate, you're coming up for a breath. Eddie still faces a lot of challenges. He's small, he's got to be kept at a really low temperature, he's got to be fed at irregular intervals, very different than what I'm used to. Unreal, mate. You're a superstar. I'd like to think that Eddie's releasable to the wild at some point back where he came from. That'll be governed by how the next few months go, how he goes on weaning, if he can integrate into an environment and start to look after himself. Fingers crossed.